Murder Squad. What's up, Yogi?
What up, G?
Man, just checking my little emails. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Frank Nitty. You know what I'm saying? We live up in my house, you know what I'm saying? My casa, you know what I mean? My headquarters. You know, Yogi said he had some questions. And, you know, he wanted to update the people on what I've been going on from a Murder Squad point of view. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and go into my office in my house, man, and make this shit crack, you know what I mean? So, here we come, y'all. Check this out. Where I grew up at, Long Beach, you know what I'm saying? 17th Street, Coronado. It's on the east side of Long Beach, you know what I mean? All my little younger days, being in a foster home, you know what I mean? That was a spot where I landed and basically became Frank Nitty, you know what I mean? Fucking with Badass and the Dog Pound at that time. You know, we was real heavy in the rap game, you know what I'm saying? Putting it down and doing what we had to do to make it to the top, you know what I mean? So, that was up, man. It was the days right there, talking about the streets and all that type shit, man. It's just a blessing to survive that essence, boy, because that's when shit really used to crack, you know what I mean? In the 90s, you know what I'm saying? The early 90s, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the east side of Long Beach, that's where I grew up at, you know what I mean? All throughout different little cities and shit, because, you know, I used to be in a foster home, so I get adapted to one place, move to another place, move to another place. So, you know, I was traveling, you know what I mean, as a youngster, you know what I mean, in the city of Long Beach, but, you know, I held it down, you know what I mean, and stayed solid everywhere I went, every neighborhood I went to. Never been disrespected, none of that shit. So, you know, people know me, they know what's up. They know I'm a good motherfucker, so, you know what I mean? What is Frank Nitty's job? Shit. I do a lot of shit, man, you know what I mean? I started out in this game, you know, up under my homie Badass, and like I said, the Snoop Dogg. So that whole ordeal, I just used to be around a homie. If anybody ever tripped, I'd probably be that person that'll take flight on anybody, regardless what hood you was or whatever. And then as I started meeting more and more people in the game, I started collecting phone numbers and, you know, calling these people up. I started learning that, you know, I had more connections than anybody in the streets, you know what I mean? Because I was a street person before I came into the industry. And then I was just saving all my numbers, whether I made Master P or, you know what I'm saying, you know, met anybody big that had a big name. I made sure I got their number, their business card, and kept in contact with them. And so now, you know, that developed into me having connections for people who didn't have them connections. And I just started growing from there and started understanding my position in this game. And that was to hook people up, you know what I mean? And I was real good at that, you know what I mean? And I just, I felt that, you know, getting that money, you know what I'm saying, up front was the best shit. And I just learned better ways and getting better connections and hooking people up. And, you know, I just developed to learning how to do my own shows and concerts and shit like that, you know what I mean? Just watching the flaws of the homies and shit. You know, just watching how the promoters didn't organize something right, you know what I'm saying? It made me want to be better than the promoter because they wasn't doing my homies right, you know what I mean? So, you know, I started learning that game and calling the club owners myself and hooking shit up and cutting the middleman out, you know what I mean? And, you know, that ventured off into the promotion thing. And then, you know, I had a gang of female homegirls, and then I started doing the promotion shit for some of the homies, labels and shit like that. So, I mean, right now I'm on to executive producing records, you know what I mean? I get investors who want to spend a certain amount of money with certain artists, and we make it happen. I take care of all the production, take care of all the online marketing. I'm real good at marketing online and shit like that. So, you know, I play that role too, you know what I mean? And just a lot of image consulting and what else I do real good right now? Directing videos. I'm trying to get into that shit right now. So, I mean, but all in all, man, I'm just a connection. I got a game of connections, and I like to play that position right now, you know what I mean? Until I build up to a CEO level, which I'm trying to take it right now, because I feel like I'm ready for the game. I mean, I've been there and done that, you know what I mean? So that CEO level is more what I'm aiming for right now, you know what I mean? So my relationship with the black side is perfect. I don't have no problems with nobody at all. Everybody love me, you know what I'm saying? I done paid my dues. I helped a lot of people make a lot of money on me, and I got my respect there. You feel what I'm saying? The whole reason why I even tamper with the Chicano side is because I got a lot of Chicano homeboys. I got a lot of SA homeboys that is really with the business, homie, you know what I mean, and need that outlet. You know what I mean? I figured I done made all the connections over here. I'm good with everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody that I ever fucked with, from J.O. Felony, you know what I mean, to Brother Lynch Hung, to Goldie Loke, the East Siders, Cam, Sugar Free, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Glasses Malone, I'm good with all them fools. J-Rock, I'm good with all of them. Mac 10, motherfucking Ice Cube, you know, Bone Thugs and Harmony, I'm good with them, you know what I mean? I'm good with Twister, you know, I'm good with Young Jeezy, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of connections on that side, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with the Gordys, you know what I'm saying? The Gordy family, you know what I mean? I'm real good, you know what I mean? They take real good care of me, you know what I mean? And I just felt like, you know, I kind of like, you get bored sometimes fucking with something so long. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I used to wrestle, I used to put people on their ass. I mean, there wasn't too many niggas fucking with me on that wrestling shit. It just got boring. So I ventured out and did something else, and that's what I'm doing with the Chicano rap game, you know what I mean? And plus they need a lot of help on me, and I'm here to help people, you know what I mean? I did what I had to do on that side, and I'm trying to grow as a businessman. So in order to grow, you have to evolve into a whole different situation. Whether it may be Chicano rap, rock, singing, R&B, I'm venturing out into other situations. So, you know what I mean? That's how we're doing that, you know? Chicano rap, man. I'm gonna take that shit as far as I can go with it, man. You know what I mean? As far as like, you know, the whole thing, see, a lot of people don't understand. It's like, with the Chicano rap game, homie, I really feel like it's my job in a certain way to show my people and all my homies and all the SA homies that I chill with, to show them the right way in the game. You know what I mean? Now everybody's like, oh, Nitty's this and that. Man, the only thing I'm trying to do, homie, is help people advance. Because a lot of these artists, homie, they signing deals if they don't even know what the fuck they signing. And ain't nobody trying to help them. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to help them. Ain't nobody trying to show them no real game. Half these little companies and all that shit, man, they see an image or something and they try to feed into that shit and take advantage of that shit. And I see it with my own eyes. So when somebody's coming to me that I think knows the business, and then when we have a business conversation and I find out that they don't know shit, I'm gonna tell them the real game. You know what I mean? And more people are starting to come to me, and I'm giving more and more people the real game. So I just feel bad because it's not enough business people out there on the Chicano side that it should be. And there are some, but out the whole unit of what can really take place is very few, homie. So, you know, me just having the heart that I have, homie, and doing what I've been doing, you know what I mean, since 2000. I've been doing this shit since 2000. This is nothing new. I mean, people just starting to hear my name now because everybody's giving me more props. Back then, wasn't nobody giving me no props for what I was doing for them. So a lot of these companies and shit like that, I didn't help build a lot of them. You know what I mean? And I did that shit out of my heart, you know what I mean? So I think the Chicano rap game, if we can get all the racial issue whoop out of there, you know what I'm saying? And just get that shit out the mix, man. And handle real business. Get it organized and get everybody organized and get their mind state on a higher level. I think it can be good, you know what I mean? I think it can be real good. So I'm gonna just keep playing my position, homie, and you know, I just feel like it's a culture that the people in the mainstream don't really know about, you know what I mean? That's why I deal with the people that I deal with, you know what I mean? Anybody who call my phone or hit me up on MySpace or whatever, if you call me, I'm gonna deal with you. And if you got an issue with anybody that I'm dealing with or whatever, don't even call my phone, you know what I mean? Because if it's not big enough on me, then I can't fuck with you, man. We gotta make this bread, homie. That's what it's about. So I think the Chicano game is gonna be big, you know what I mean? Especially with the moves that we're making and the doors that we're opening for it, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep doing that shit. So you know, you either with it or